Okay, Jace, so if we just identified that there's a potential that women could have the same approach anxiety as men do women effectively end their upper hand and power position if they end up approaching you first?
Good question, but still, again, they don't have to do that. They don't have to. Guys will approach them left, right, and centre. Like, so what I mean by that is, it still says now that you know, like when women don't approach men. Some do. Again, this is a stereotype. A lot of women won't approach any men at all. And why would they need to when they've got hordes of like hundreds and hundreds of men approaching them? They don't have to. And that's going to be the stereotype of, unless a woman really gets like a really inkling and liking for a guy, they probably may go and do that, but most of the time they won't do that. And why should they need to? If I had 1,000 girls approaching me within a year, why would I go and approach a girl? Why put myself out there? There's bound to be one in those 1,000 in that year that I'm probably going to have a relationship with, yeah?
Okay, but we just determined a moment ago that approachability was the main concern, that women may actually have more of an issue with approaching men, and that's where the real problem lies. So just because you approach someone, does that mean you give up the power position? So let me phrase this another way. Ladies, you probably have plenty of guys out there that you've approached for over the months and years that you've been around in the dating scene. So if you've probably had a couple of guys and you're like, I really wish he would hit on me, that would be so cool. You obviously didn't do exactly that, but I'm just having some fun. Anyway, you probably did that. You really fancied a guy and wanted to go after him. Yeah, you're going dead left. It's a double lane, homie. You probably had a guy that you were really interested in pursuing, and you never pursued him. So you had this really rockin' hot guy that you were attracted to, and you regretted not pursuing him, and he never called you because he didn't know that you were interested.
True, yes.
Okay, so aren't those all the exact same things that you just said about the women if you never approached?
But when guys, okay, see a beautiful woman, I'm talking like 8, 9, and 10 out of 10 women, a guy often would think, and I've thought this, even the best of guys I've talked to, I'm talking really attractive guys that I even know, that I'd be like, I can't approach her, she's probably got a boyfriend, she's really good looking, why would she be interested in me, what have I got that I'm going to be able to offer, like she wouldn't, things like, she wouldn't be interested in me, why would she be interested, what have I got to offer? So that's what often guys think about these women, yeah.
So there's plenty of women out there that have seen 8, 9, and 10 guys and been like, gee, what do I have to offer him other than a really tight cooter? No, that's a horrible thing to say. I'm going to edit that. But why... ladies, let me just get this out right away. It's not that I hate you, it's that I just see all this bullshit happening between the battles of the sexes, and I actually prefer men for that reason. And maybe my problem is I just need to meet the girl that doesn't bring all the drama and the crap and the trust issues to the table.
Okay, but this way, basically, a woman, at the end of the day, wants a leader. I mean, as much as they don't say that, they may say they don't, but women want a man that's strong, a man that's a leader. The leader, like I said, the leader of men, and someone that will generally look after them. I mean, even you've said that. You want a guy that, women want to feel safe. They want to feel like, they don't want a wuss, they don't want a geek, they don't want someone that's going to fall down at the drop of a hat. They want someone that's going to stand up for them. They want to feel safe, and you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, often a man will look at looks first, and then get to know someone, and then build the attraction that way. Whereas a woman won't go on looks. If you show in your personality that you may be a fun guy, a happy guy, a guy that's emotionally secure. Oops, we're in a tunnel, everybody. And a guy that's generally fun to hang out with. Why wouldn't a beautiful lady be interested in a guy like that? Women go on emotions first, generally, and then as it comes on, they'll start to build attraction by the emotion, and then looks. Whereas guys look like, I find her attractive. Let's find out what she's like. You know what I mean? Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I just think women have a bigger issue than men in this area. I really do.
What's the issue?
I still think that women should be able to approach men just as much as men should approach women. And just because they have hundreds, if not thousands of guys approaching them every single day, doesn't necessarily mean they're being approached by the kind of man that they want. That
right.
doesn't mean that the guy has to have a 6-pack abs, 19-inch arms, and a trust fund and a 14-inch dick, though it might help. It just means that they're
Looks
not
like
really
I'm
getting
shit
what
out of
they
luck on all
want.
accounts there.
Seriously,
I'm out of luck with all those girls. So.
Seriously. Well, there might be those things that are out there, but it sounds like, Jason, that are we approaching this from a looks perspective first, and we're putting looks first, then personal characteristics and habits second?
Yes.
Whereas they're putting personal characteristics first and putting looks second.
Yes.
Okay.
100%. That's 100% the truth.
So you mean to tell me that there's hope for ugly men out there?
Yeah. If they can prove that they're a leader and they have the guts and the balls to go and do something about something and approach a woman, so be it. Like I said, someone told me, a la my friend that I met in Vegas, if a guy doesn't have the guts to come up to a woman and show his interest, he's probably not worth being with anyway. That's what this person said. So they need guts and whatever, yeah.
So you're the expert on you. Who are they to doubt your expert opinion on anything about you? But on the other hand, a guy that's full of himself and only talks about himself all the time is terribly unattractive. So how do you balance the two?
You gotta throw it back and forwards. You talk about yourself, ask them questions about them. Talk about yourself, ask questions about them. So you're giving info and you're also taking info. So you're giving yourself a personal opinion, and then you give whatever you like to do, so fun stuff, whatever, and then you give your own back as well.
Cut.